Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to On the Mic with the M
and T.
Listen, y'all, before we start anything, thank you. I want to thank you guys because right now we're at 400 subscribers on YouTube. We're on at 680 or something in IG. We're blowing up like a fat kid eating cake. And I appreciate I appreciate it because, damn it, we've been putting in that work. We've been putting in that work for almost 2 years?
About 18 months now.
Yeah.
I'm working.
We've been putting in that work, and we're finally getting people to see it. We're getting all kinds of great comments. We're getting all kinds of everything.
Very great comments.
Yes.
Very.
Yes.
Now don't hold back in the comments section.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Just so we're clear.
No, you don't. And keep doing that. We want to hear all that because that's how we will help you guys in what you're doing. Because this is what this channel is all about. Overcoming to becoming. Again, it's going to be hard work. It's going to take a little stress on your end, but nothing is done easy. When you're trying to become the best version of who you are, it's never easy. So just sit back, listen to us, take notes, keep giving us those suggestions and telling us, what you love and basically been telling us all that you love and that we're going to blow up and all that. And we damn sure appreciate all of that, and I want to say that before we even get started, and we're going to continue to do it. And we got a lot of great things, but that's for next week to talk about all the other great things that's going to happen next year. So right now, we're just going to start with, we're going to talk about Katt Williams.
Oh, hot topic. That's definitely been trending.
Yes. And we're going to put a twist on it because everybody, as you know, everybody want to talk about the people that he talked about.
The gossipy part of it.
Yeah, that part. And what we're going to talk about is, we're going to talk about the gossipy part too. But more importantly, we're going to talk about how that actually ties to people's everyday life. Because believe it or not,
I like it.
people live this. They're laughing. Oh, I can't believe Katt said that about Steve Harvey. But if you think about it, you get the same issue with your sister or your worker.
Or within the workplace. Because this is some things that you kind of see in different industries, right? You're trying to move up in, the financial industry or, health industry, just different industries. You'll see those cliques of people as you get higher and higher up, or those different networks. Yeah,
absolutely. So it's not, it was a lot great information, and I don't even care if he lied or not. It doesn't even matter. But at this point, the responses are unique because think about it. Come on, T, think about it. If somebody lied about you, you're gonna come out like that motherfucker lying. Hey, I don't know what the hell he talking about. We did this. They didn't do that. Everybody's like, he got fake Fenty on. Or, he didn't look like he was high that day. Or it was like all this other stuff that you're like, wait a minute. Still, you saying this motherfucker's lying, you're going to talk about what he's wearing or other situations and you want to hide behind other people, which begins to make me think that he may be telling you the truth in some things.
I just think that there's always going to be like those group of people who look out for each other, right? Like it's human nature, right? Yep. The only thing I think he really was highlighting is that you don't have to try to pull someone else down in order to look out for the people who you are trying to look out for.
Absolutely.
I'm going to definitely make sure my family eats.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
I'm going to do that.
Absolutely.
I am absolutely going to do that. But I think that bigger point being made is that you don't have to step on people, and you certainly don't have to try to step on the small people thinking that they'll never get big.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was a big piece that he was, trying to highlight, is that you thought that I would never get to the place where you were at, or I would never surpass, the position that you're in. And so that's why you were willing to step on me.
Absolutely.
So when you see people in the workplace who are just beginning that entry level, and you're willing to, deceive them or, take from them, so like stepping on them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Stopping them from progressing in that workplace, and then give them a year or two or a few years, and the next thing you know, they come shooting past you, but they're not going to try to help elevate you on their road to success now because they see who you are.
That is very true. When I started working so many years ago, I was always at the, I didn't never want to do what someone else did. I didn't even understand what the hell I was doing or what I'm supposed to do. Because if I do what I'm supposed to do, then that means they'll trust me with any other new stuff. Because, example, nowadays a lot of young people want to come into work and want to make your money.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Just to be fair to the young people, they kind of have to. It's expensive as hell out here today.
Oh, no question.
Like nobody can afford nothing.
No
They
question.
need the money. But I get what you're saying. A little crawling before you walk. A little walk before you run.
You got to. And again, I don't mind. And I'm a minority because a lot of people don't want to help anybody because if you help them, then that means you're going to take your job.
Oh, you know, because in the hair world, they think that we all compete against each other. Like, it's just like, what, we going to run out of hair to do? What?
Yes.
Like, why are we competing against There's a lot of heads out here, y'all. Like, everybody need their hair done. Yeah. One person said, don't y'all technically compete against each other? No, we all get money together. We train together. We grow together. We learn together. We get money together. Yeah.
Wow. It is
and
weird.
We're successful together, and we're okay with that.
Wow. That I can see that because again, you think you're doing hair, who's the best hairstylist, and you want to be at the best because you see it. I'm the best hairstylist. I'm the best loctician. I'm the best.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, people, the best loctician is T. Goddamn, see how her hair flows real nice. And the producer, everybody hair flows. So locks, she's the king. She's the queen of locks.
I love it.
Yes. So I'm just throwing that little plug out there. But you know, just in general, like in business.
Yeah, I can't do all the locks though. Just to jump in there, right? I can't do them all. See?
Absolutely, you can't do them all. But you're right. So
there's
you have
a lot of greats out here. Yeah,
absolutely,
and that's what it boiled down to.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of people think that, you know, I'm supposed to just, you know, keep this person down. I was never about that. My thing is, I want to be able to teach you so you'll be able to do this. Because down the road, if you're doing this, you're going to remember me. Because you're going to say, I remember him. He helped me do this and this and this and this. And that's my legacy carrying on because I done taught this person. I'm never going to be scared of somebody else. Because you'll never know as much as I know. And I'm not going to hinder your growth because I'm paranoid about you going to take my job. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be anyway. Because again, you know, you can kiss enough ass. Oh, another thing, people, don't kiss ass. Kiss ass will run your ass out the door quicker than anything else. And people think that. You walk in, you find somebody who's big, I'm going to kiss their ass and they're going to help me go to the top. No, they'll keep using you until you're not usable anymore. Yes. And then they'll kick your ass to the side and they'll take that little guy who's quietly doing his work and moving up slowly up the corporate ladder, and he'll be taking your job because that guy knows this guy who's been trained, who's doing his job, is going to make me look good and make the company look good. You kissing my ass is good to a point. But now you kiss my ass is not going to get me where I need to get to, and you're a hindrance now. So people need to learn that. Stop kissing people's ass. Learn your job. Learn what you want to do or what you're trying to do, and learn that way.
I think you can kiss ass. I'll do you one better. I disagree with you fully. I think ass kissers do better than people who just grind and get the work done. Because ass kissers are in corporate's face 9 times out of 10. They see you constantly. If you're really doing your work, let's just take business, right? Let's just take regular business. If you're doing your work and your head is constantly down, getting things done, what people fail to realize is that when you do grind and you do keep your head down, nobody sees what you're doing. So you could be doing a lot, you could be doing a little. Think about how many people you work right alongside that you're like, how the fuck does no one know this nigga don't do work every day? Every day this nigga show up, he come to work, ass the head on the fucking table all day. Come 5 o'clock, he get the fuck up to myself. Ooh, that was a good nap. I'll catch y'all later. And yet, every month, I look at our bank account, and both of us got the same number. And I'm fighting.
I don't think that was the...
No, fuck all that. We're here. We're talking about it. Let's call straight to spade.
I'm thinking more like you keeping your integrity, you growing professionally, you are networking. You know, you just keeping yourself, like you don't have to kiss ass to get up the ladder. That's where I took what you were saying as.
I think you got to kiss a little bit of ass.
Just a little bit?
Just a little bit. I feel like you got to at least kiss a little bit of chapstick on. Just a little bit. You ain't got it. Now here's what I'm saying. I mean, yeah, you know, you don't want to kiss somebody's ass with no sandpaper. You gotta kiss a little bit of ass. I think the thing is, like, you have to understand that there's ass kissing, and then there's, honestly, let's call it. There's ass kissing and dick sucking. There's only two ways to go about this.
I said it. He's back.
I haven't been here in a while. I'm about to talk about shit. I've been gone for a little bit. I've been sick.
Yeah.
I'm back now.
Yep. Yes, welcome. Yes.
Enjoy you.
In a lot of cases, what we really talking about is dick sucking. That's what we call it. That's what we're talking about.
That's a fair. That's a fair. Yes, that's a
That's
fair.
fair.
Yep.
Like, you can kiss a little bit of ass. You be like, oh, you know, Miss such and such. Like, you know, I really love how you're, you know, running things around here. You know, I really feel grateful working for such a wonderful owner like you. You know, people, that works. Mm-hmm. That might get you into a room that you ain't supposed to be in.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
What you need to do is not slob on somebody's knob, bro. Like, be better. Don't sit there and you sit there, your eyes watering and shit. You can't breathe. Stop. You're in there too deep.
God damn, so that's a producer.
I think that's a good point.
That is a very goddamn good point, because the other thing people have to understand is wherever you are, however you start, people move up. Mm-hmm. So if people know that you start off as an ass kisser, then you start slobbing the knob, and they start moving up above you, then they realize, oh, I was here when this motherfucker started kissing ass. Now he's doing what he's doing now. Mm-hmm. I will make sure he'll never get here because I know he didn't put the work in. He didn't. He's not qualified to be here.
Mm-hmm. And you don't respect them.
No, we don't respect them. So again, this is what people need to realize. It's like when you go into something, you have to. It's on your own merit. You got to say, all I got is me, and if they either accept me or don't accept me. Now, quite a few won't accept you because some people thrive off ass kisses. Thrive off of it. In fact, you only move up unless you kiss ass. Because it expects you to. It's like make them feel good, feed their ego, make them feel good about themselves.
Or it's part of the tradition in the culture in the workplace.
Kiss ass, move up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or maybe they just like having their ass played with. Like, we don't know.
That too.
Some people just get off on that.
That is
like,
very
that
true.
Just makes them feel like, oh, I really want to be a boss just so people could just like suck up to me.
Yep.
How many owners have we've experienced this ourselves?
That's the damn truth.
As a collective.
That is very true.
You're like, man, this motherfucker, the only thing they really want is just people just to kiss their ass. That's all they want. They don't give a fuck. Work hard.
Experienced that.
I'm sorry, Miss Boss Lady.
I just not experienced
that.
I'm Miss Boss Lady.
No, I've not always been the boss. I'm just saying I've not experienced that type of person. Wow.
Well, you're blessed and lucky. Mm-hmm. And I met him, and I still won't kiss the ass. I'm like, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. Because my thing is, motherfucker, I'm here to do a job. I'm not here to make you feel good about yourself, eat lunch with you, talk about list of your problems. Fuck you and your problems. I'm here to get paid. My paycheck is, I get paid based on what the fuck I do, not based on performance is it.
Right.
And I pride myself on. Now, I don't give a fuck if you're 18 or 80. If your ass can't do the job, I will fire your ass on a drop of a dime. Wouldn't even bat an eye. I wouldn't, my mom, my kids. I don't fuck about your kids. They're your kids. They ain't mine. If you did your job, I wouldn't have to fire you. The worst thing is to fire somebody who's doing a fucking beautiful job, but financially you can't keep them. And you're just trying to dance around how you can keep them, but then you got to bring them in there knowing they got kids and shit. And
you're
that's
like, different.
That's a different thing,
totally
and that always bothers me.
Yeah.
But I got my kicks off fine motherfuckers. I fly them in. Yep, just come on to the office. They coming off, sit down. I get the little chair for them. Sit your ass in that little chair. Why the chair so little? Don't worry about that motherfucker. You ain't been here long enough anyway. Sit in that little chair. Wow. And then after I lambaste the fucking ass like a turkey on Thanksgiving, get the fuck out of here.
Because you already knew what you was doing or wasn't doing.
Of course you did. But then you hiding. You hide behind other people. But again, I look for people like that. I know where you're hiding. I know what you're trying to do. So again, once you understand that, hey, you're not going to survive long term in a lot of places being that way. And
this speaks to your ethics and morals, right?
This
speaks to your ethics and morals, which, spin right back to the interview, keeping them.
Yes.
Because Katt was like, I'm not willing to sacrifice certain things. And your regular workplace and your regular life experiences, it's like keeping those morals intact go a long, long way.
And I think to combo on what you just said, the next half of that sentence is, and accept the fact that it might cause you more headache. accept the fact that you might
not
make your life harder.
It might not be the easy route.
And it's okay with that. But you have to understand that that's the two sides of that. Is that you can't stand up for yourself and say, I won't do. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's also accepting the fact that when you say you won't do, that people will retaliate. And that when people retaliate, accept the fact that because I made a stand for myself, they're going to do something to me, about me, around me, whatever, against me, something. And accept that that's what's going to happen. Is it fair? No. But they expected you to fall in line. You chose not to fall in line. You've been in the military. Why doesn't somebody doesn't fall in line? They're not sitting there looking at you like, oh man, you cool. You cool? Like, shit. Who cares you don't fall in line? No. Everybody running laps. The fuck? You all couldn't cheer on 2 buses. Why? Because that nigga didn't fall in line. Sometimes you standing up for yourself means you probably gonna get other people around you fucked over. Accept that and be honest with yourself that like if something does happen, it was probably my fault.
Yeah, very true. And then you have to understand the other thing. We decided to kiss the ring. There's no coming back. Hey, think about it. When you decided, when somebody says, listen, you kiss the ring, you get $20 million a year. But you understand that everything I tell you to do, you have to do. There is no, oh, I don't want to do that. No. When you kiss the ring, everything that goes with kissing the ring is what you have to accept. Which means now they've bought and paid for you. You made a deal with the devil. And now your integrity is, you don't have any.
No, you don't have any. It's done.
Done. And you walk around wherever you are knowing, maybe nobody else may not know, but you know, I done sold my goddamn ass to the devil. Goddamn.
So what does that look like in regular world?
Ooh. That's when you see people do things for a boss or people who is above them that you're like, why the fuck is he always going to buy lunch for him? Why the fuck they been going shopping for him? Why the fuck they always in a meeting? Why the fuck y'all? Because
and this is the personal assistant that doesn't even work as a personal assistant.
Hello? Yes.
Like you're the one sitting there kicking the dog out.
Oh, the boss with perks, with too many perks.
Yes.
Many perks. Like,
You sitting there parking your boss's car. Boss pull up talking about something. Oh, I need you working late. Next thing you know, you're doing copies at 4:45 in the morning. Why are you doing copies at 4:45 in the morning? Also, didn't feel like doing this, so I figured I help out. Yes. It is little things that you might even realize that you slipped into that role. Sometimes people slip into that role. Like you go to be the ass kisser, and the next thing you know, there's a little pecker in your mouth.
You didn't realize it. Yeah, no, they say when you stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything, right?
Yeah,
absolutely.
And it happens subtly, and then only unless you really start paying attention, next thing you know, you're like, damn, I got a little bit in my mouth.
You're not stopping, y'all.
It's here now. I just have to make sure we're on the same page that there are two different sides of this.
Yes.
I don't because there's good ass kissers. There are people who are strategic ass kissers. Okay. I've known them. Strategic ass kissers. They know, okay, this guy needs just this amount of ass kissing to allow me to get past him. Like almost like they treat it like a.
They're networking.
Or as I like to look at
nutmeg on it a little.
They're networking. I look at it like a Mortal Kombat tournament totem. Like you sit there and as you finish them, you up to the next boss. And that's what it is. You just like this little bit of ass kissing, get about this nigga. Now here's the next person. Now what does this guy need? Oh, he needs this. Okay. I can give him a little bit of that. All right. Past him. Now what's the next guy? And that's how they move. They strategically are kind enough for people to get just a little bit past them so they can now say, okay, now I don't need to worry about you. And now I'm on to the next person. Right. And you keep kind of finessing your way up the chain. There are people who can do it successfully and always avoid it. Some people try to do it and aren't built for it.
Yes, because that's a different game. That's a different mindset.
That's a different mindset and a different game.
And you don't know, because if you come to the table, you don't know how that table was set up. Because you come, I have a seat at the table. Yes, you do. But you don't understand what's going to take for you to stay at this table. And that's going to be like, are you willing to do what needs to be done to stay in that seat at the table? Yeah. So because if you're not, somebody else will. There's 30 people behind you that will do what you won't do.
So now your integrity is being questioned. Yeah. So now it's time to pick and choose.
And now what do you do? What do you do?
Life is about choices.
Yes. Some good, some bad.
It's up to you to choose stuff, but you're going to have to sit in those choices that you've made.
And a lot of people don't realize that. And that's kind of what, my man was saying is like, you can always talk. It's easy to punch down to people because, they're no threat until that person you punching down starts to be at your level and higher.
Absolutely.
And now you're scared. You're like, oh, shit, I remember I punched down his ass. Mm-hmm. Oh, shit, he at my level. Now they won't be my friend. Now, that person should know you can't be my friend. I remember what you did to me. Mm-hmm. I won't forget it. In fact, I use that for fuel to get me to where I'm at and get further. And a lot of people will think that, they'll forget, or, if I give them a few dollars or do something for them. No, you don't.
Try to smooth it over.
Honestly, the scariest nigga is the one who you punch down on, who treats you like a best friend. Oh, if you've never experienced or never been in either one of those seats, avoid that at all possible. If at all possible, never punch down. If you punch down and that guy you punched down on stands up and is now next to you and he's like, buddy, best believe he's planning on slitting your throat. Yeah. Best believe you're going to be sitting there like Abe Lincoln at the damn parlor. You're going to be sitting there like the boy from Game of Thrones at his wedding. You're going to be sitting. That's a wrap.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to kick you out.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Because what else is he? Why is he smiling? Mm-hmm. Why are you friends?
We are arch nemesis at this.
Yeah. that is an op smiling in your eyes.
Frenemies. We are frenemies.
And I'm going to wait for you to do something.
Know what you explained, just what you described, just reminded me of children and adults. Right? How you treat children when they're young, and then when they grow up, and they be looking at you sideways as an adult, and you be like, I don't know why little Johnny don't like me. You're like, bitch, because you was mean to me back when I was 10. You rude ass, disrespectful. It's not how you treat children. Yeah. Like the kids remember. Like all the dads that didn't come around, or the dirtbag moms. Like, these kids are not going to forget.
They never forget.
You don't treat children like shit, because at that point, they're the people on the down. They're the small people. They're the little people. But those little people are guaranteed to grow up.
Yes, they do.
This is not corporate America.
No.
Those people at the bottom are not going to stay there. They're children.
Yeah.
You're guaranteed to grow up, and you're going to be held accountable for the things that you did to them.
And when the older people truly find that out, when they get old.
Yeah.
Because my wife used to work years ago at a nursing home, and I remember one day she said, babe, all these older people in here, they sit and look at the door, and it's sad how they look at the door and nobody comes in, just sitting in the hallway, just waiting. Yep. I said, babe, here's the thing. All those old people you see, there's a story behind them.
Yep.
There's a reason why they're sitting there looking at a door that will never open for them.
Yep.
Because they probably done some fuck shit to their kids or bring people up. Because I ain't fuck with you now. Yep. You right where you should be.
And it's not just men.
No, it's both.
We wanted to run with the idea just the men sitting up inside the nursing homes, withering away by themselves because they weren't good people. It's both.
It is. It's both. And especially the women who think they did a great job or pretend they did a good job just so they can function.
But they did a number on their kids.
Fuck them kids up.
Mm-hmm. No, those daughters are not showing up. The sons.
No.
And you wanted to treat the wives like crap. Right? The family's not coming to see you when you are old and debilitated up inside the nursing home. They're not. Nobody cares because you're rude, you're disrespectful. Yeah, you wanted to treat people like crap. You wanted to take other people's situations and make it your own.
Yes.
Shit is not your shit. Like,
and you want choice to be, well, it's going to be between you, her, that husband you married, or me, your mama who had you and suckled you and all.
Yeah.
Mama.
Remember the one where the mother didn't want to be in the back seat? I think it was a skit.
Yep.
Like, lady, come on, stop fighting these people. They're going to take care of you later.
Oh, you would hope they take care of you later.
Hope. They're designed to, but they don't have to.
Because one thing...
What I never understood, though, before we pivot, is the parents, I would say parents, who choose to despise the children's spouses and then be surprised when, like, oh, man, shit fell apart and now my kid not showing up. Like, you can't.
Why are you surprised?
Why are you upset? Why did it just caught you off guard? Like, listen, child. I know you found somebody who you love to your spirit enough to get married, but fuck that nigga.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, how do you think that's gonna work?
Keep in the same energy.
Yes.
During the Christmas, Thanksgiving.
Tired of this hustle.
Don't come over here next to me.
Don't talk to me. Now, next thing you know, you get a back injury. Next thing you know, you laid up talking about something. Why y'all never want to come and check on me? You know I hurt.
Yeah.
You know I love you.
Yeah, no, because my wife wants to go see her mom on the same day that she wants us to come see you. And
you never liked her.
Yeah.
Remember that?
It's rough coming down there, Mom.
Yes.
Nobody wants to come to a rough situation on a Sunday afternoon. Just so we're clear. It's too heavy. It's too heavy.
It really is. And nobody seems to think about that. And all you want to do is to, use the obvious. I'm your mama. You should do this. Okay, mama. Fine, dandy. Mm-hmm. Look at the Bible. The Bible that you go to church to every Sunday and look at.
To refer to.
Every time I turn around, there were Complexities, the 3rd chapter, 44th verse. Put that goddamn shit down. It told you in that Bible somewhere that once I married my wife, we are now one. Mm-hmm. You see that?
Mm-hmm. No, she missed it.
On
purpose.
Yeah, she don't want to talk about that.
What? She don't even know what the fuck that look like.
Oh, because she was skipping Jews.
She was flying around the Bible. It's a lot of pages. Look, she was skipping. She was flipping through like, all right, I read pages 1 through 7. Now I started on page 11, went to page 15. It was a lot of going on. I get the punch of what Jesus trying to say.
But it's true.
A lot of words.
It is.
Yeah, they do miss a lot, but yeah, it just doesn't make sense. It's like you the person up top, because of how the family is set up, right? You're the grandmother.
Absolutely.
Right? So you a little bit higher up. So for you to be binging down and hitting on, the spouse who's the new person to enter into the family is like, that's not right. How's that going to work out for you later on in life, ma'am?
And you should be, as a grandmama, as someone who's an elder, we should come to you for wisdom and guidance and understanding. Mm-hmm. Personally know people who couldn't stand their grandparents. In fact, got to a point where they said, let's go to dinner. Oh, shit. She's still living? Oh, shit. Literally, yes. She's still living? God damn. She was such a critical person that every time they came around, it was either, you ain't no baby yet? You ain't married yet? Damn, you still fat. Damn, you ain't ever gonna small. Damn, everybody wants you because you ugly. And so again, you hear that when you're little.
Grandma was a bitch.
Yeah, so she grew up, and all of a sudden the bitch talking all kinds of crazy shit to you, and now you growing to, I gotta take this shit. My mama used to bring me to. I had no choice. I was 10. Yeah. Bitch, I'm 45 years old. I don't need to come fuck with you no more.
At 45, still grandma? Oh, I don't have a grandma like that. Thank goodness.
And nobody should have a grandma like that because that's fucking rough. And when that was,
I got you. So. A friend of mine, his grandmother's still alive. She's had a couple health issues recently, but, she's still up. But he's been dating this girl for the better part of a year and a half, almost 2 years. And so I asked him, I said, hey, has she met your family? He said, oh, yeah, we've met each other's families. We've hung out, done dinner, shit like that, blah, 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 blah. He's like, so she's seen pretty much everybody but my grandmother. And I was like, I said, she that's the only person in your family she's never met. Yeah. And I say, is she not amenable to your girl? Does she not like your girl?
Is the girl the same race?
That's the problem.
Yeah, no, grandmas be borderline
grandma racist.
Yeah, it don't matter what culture your grandmama came from.
Don't matter.
Sorry. There's a lot of grandmamas that are just, not a lot of races, but just
a little bit.
Yeah.
And so he was like, I don't want to put an unnecessary strain on my relationship.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
To introduce her to my grandmother, and then she say some side shit out of her mouth, and then now I gotta fight a pill.
Yeah.
You can see me say I haven't met her stepfather. Mm-hmm. We're different races.
Yeah.
So he don't like people who like me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And my grandmother just don't really like nobody else.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So they had made it a conscious choice between each other. I'm not gonna meet your father. You're not gonna meet my grandmother. We cool?
Wow.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. You cool
Yeah.
with that?
You know what I mean? That's the
Yeah.
trade-off.
Yeah.
Like, how do we mitigate this? And I was like, yeah, you can introduce her, but I'm like, I don't mean no harm, disrespect. Your grandmama could be gone tomorrow.
Yeah. That's
right?
true.
Just because she's had health issues, she's older.
Mm-hmm.
But what you don't want to do is introduce her to your girl, and now you F around, let's see y'all end up getting married. Now 5 years down the line, she remind you about how your grandmama did, you never liked her. She always thought she was shit all of that. One time she met her, she called her insert thing here, and now she mad.
That's true.
And now you fighting up her grandmother, been dead.
Yes.
Been dead. She not counting no roses no more.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, now your every day is fucked over because of one decision to introduce grandmama because she's important to me. She's been my other brother and sister spouses. Yeah, but your brother and sister spouses look like your brother and your sister.
Mm-hmm.
You're the one who want to go outside and find the other.
Yeah.
Yep. When you found
other, that's what other come with.
There you go. Yeah.
Other comes with.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's a very true statement.
That's fair.
So you got to be very, very careful about all that, and
it could also be the economic classes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
like,
yeah. Yes.
Don't try to mix those too easily and just willy nilly like that just slides over too easy. It doesn't.
It don't.
It doesn't.
It really don't.
Some families do not play that. No, excuse me. Who you brought up in here? No, where you know them from?
Ooh.
Oh no, you won't.
But I love her, mama. Come on now. No, they that much love in the world. I mean, where you find her from? What? Southwest? South what? Southwest? Southeast? South something?
I don't give a damn. Get her up out of here. What they said on the butler? He said your girlfriend in here. No manners. Was burping. It was like no low class joints.
See?
Some people not doing it.
No.
So yes, the races and the classes. You gotta be careful.
Oh,
I just feel like you should know your family.
Oh,
like, you know your family, right?
You're just trying them.
Right. That's my thing. It's like I gotta know with that. Like, don't sit your spouse up for failure.
Yeah.
If you know your family, one of them people that uppity is all get out. And I get the mentality of like, okay, I don't want to hide my spouse from my family because like I love my spouse and like my family might be critical of them, and so you gotta let your spouse fight. But like, be honest with your spouse. Don't have them come in there and now they gotta fight demons. Like let's say I fuck around, meet me a white girl, and like we cool. All right, I pull up to your house and you got your grandfather still alive, your great grandfather still alive. It was in the fucking war. They had niggas. I come up to your fucking house. That's a conversation I gotta have. Now I come to your house ready to fight.
Hey son, let me talk to you, son.
No, what you yes, come here, boy. I'm looking at this old ass man who in a wheelchair with some oxygen talking about, come here, boy. If I pitch your shit real smooth, nigga, you really see a light. And you calling me boy. But you set me up to say, I walk into your house, now I gotta fight.
Yeah.
And now guess what's gonna happen? Now when we get home, now you and I gotta fight.
Yeah.
Because you set me up. You
Yep.
knew that was gonna happen when I came to your house. I thought they was gonna be in there on their best manners. Assume your family gonna be the niggas that you see every day.
No, sometimes that love high make you like think certain things gonna work that's not gonna work. Right? And sometimes introducing them to the family might be one of them. So just sometimes, I don't know. There is a little bit of a high that comes with the love that makes you a little bit delusional. Just a little delulu.
I feel you, but there's a point where you know your family is, I'm going to use the word dysfunctional. At some level, dysfunctional.
You've normalized it. Don't forget that. So you don't actually know because it's your normal.
Yep. Right, that's true. But you know they're a little touched by an angel. You know they're a little touched.
If you could look at your family and objectively say, like, if somebody was to come from outside looking at my family right now, they would find A, B, C, D, E dysfunctional. Yeah. Logistically speaking, you would know looking outside in. But that's your family. And you're like, that's the shit we deal with. Yeah. Like, as I told Dad, I was like, look, if I met somebody and they were like, oh, my brother, my sister need my help, I need to go over here. That's weird to me. I don't have brothers and sisters. So me saying, okay, I get one, man, I would get up for my parents too. If you sit here and say my brother's sister called, my brother's wife called and she need help with the kids, so I'm gonna go over there tonight. What? That bitch can't take care of her own kids? Well, you know, my brother out, he on vacation. Okay, well, she signed up to be with the nigga who go on vacation every once in a while by his goddamn self. What you mean? Now you gotta go out there and help her. But that's what normal for people is. Like, oh, I should be able to call my sister-in-law and she come over here and help take care of the kids.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck your sister-in-law and kids. I don't know them.
Nah, don't say fuck us because we need help.
We need help.
See?
So it's just little shit like that you don't expect.
Girl, down.
And
Some people love having their family over every weekend.
Absolutely.
Yes. Every Sunday we all get together and we do family dinner. You're not used to that because on Sunday you watch football.
Yeah, exactly. You never had a family come to your house.
I'm trying to watch that man Scott Hansen.
You sitting in there all of a sudden, mama, sisters, brother-in-law come in like, where the fuck are they coming from? What y'all gonna stop by and pick up something and going back home? No, we're here for the next few hours. What?
This is Red Zone on. No, we all watching Red Zone. Now, instead of me sitting here saying, like, I get to sit here and yell for my team, now I got Archie sitting there talking about, so why the game keep changing? Because it's Red Zone. What Red Zone mean? That mean it's 7 hours of commercial free. You know, I gotta explain the shit. No, man. Why you mad? No, let's take a shot. Put it off.
You mad as shit. You mad. You go in the bedroom. I'm going to the bedroom. Lay in the bed, lock the door so nobody come in and fuck with me.
Regular. So I don't know what's the problem. Yeah, I'm auntie. Just so we're clear.
Then when you go, he's looking. Yeah, okay. Yeah, catch you next time. Not next week. Next time, sometime.
Next time. Yeah,
whatever that is, down the road, way down the road. No. So, but we know, you know.
Yeah.
And you try to work around it. You try to say, okay, it's like a bad piece of bread. Like you're hungry as hell, but you know that corner bread like a little moldy, but you ain't got no more mold, but you got a lot, you ain't got no more bread, but you got.
So you're going around.
I'm gonna cut that little moldy part off. Yeah, I'm gonna cut that off. And leave that aside. So I'm going to go to the house, know I'm going to avoid certain things, certain conversations, because you ain't going to get too deep because I don't want her asking questions. I know how she get crazy and certain...
You think that you can control the conversations that women going to have or that men going to have.
But you really can't because you can't. Because women...
One good jab. One good jab. I mean, my nephew brought a girl over and she didn't even make it to the door. And my sister jabbed her. I said, all the kids came in. Oh my God, auntie's so embarrassing. Oh my, she's so... And I was like, what? Where's the girl at? The girl ain't even make it in the house yet. She didn't even make it in the house. We all know we got at least one loose cannon in the family.
Yes, God damn it. Yes.
So do only take one.
That is very goddamn true. Very true. And these are things that, you have to take into account when you bringing in someone outside in. Because... of course, they're going to look at them and say, how the hell did you get from them? Because, yes, well, they're different. And that's the other thing. You have to be that change is going to break the madness. You may be a person, everybody acts the same way. You're like, I don't act like that. I want to do something different. Mm-hmm. So you're going to live differently. You're going to think differently. Absolutely. They're not going to understand it because they're like, we're all used to thinking and doing the same thing. So you're now the black sheep. So of the family. So now, you got to say, you have to take that. Take it to the chest. See, I'm going to be that person, going to take all the bullets. I'm going to take all that because I have to. And then you're the one that's going to make a change. Not in their lives, obviously, but in your life. So if you happen to like a different type of tea that they don't like, I don't really care if you don't like. I like the tea. Yeah. And I have to accept that. And you're going to have to accept it. Because if not, then you won't see me that often, because why would I put my significant other, my spouse or my girlfriend through bullshit? Because you feel you should be with this person or you should be with that person. Nah, this person makes me happy. This person is who I'm gonna spend my life with. And Lord, don't bring kids into the mix, because then the kids come in the mix. Now you're gonna ready to burn the house down.
Because it depends on how you are able to take care of the kids.
Oh my God!
If their hair is capped, are they groomed? Are they pants,
how they smell?
Fitted.
What happened to the baby? Baby clean? And you're looking like, bitch, fucking what? The baby may have just passed gas. This maybe smells dirty. Okay, now I'm about to leave.
No games about baby smell.
No. Because that's how you get your house set on fire. You fuck around with the kids. Like, me, I'm an adult. She's an adult. Mm-hmm. But the baby? Mm-hmm. Oh, you sure that's your baby? Don't look nothing like you. You don't look like her either.
Well, we do gotta do what we call like a facial DNA exam. Let me double check the eyes. Let me look at the nose. Okay, the mouth. Look at that jaw. Yeah, I don't know. They all do it.
And see,
especially that older generation, they definitely double check in.
They do. Yeah. And based on the skeletons you got in their closet, they probably that's probably why they're saying that.
That may be why they are saying it. Let's just be clear. Has nothing to do with you. Yeah, that's fair.
Yes, absolutely. But it's just with Katt, the things he was saying, like we're talking about, you have to apply to your own personal life.
Can I just kind of go? Okay, what about the 3,000 bucks?
Okay.
No, that was grade A, 100% USDA choice cap.
No.
Cap.
No. See what I heard?
That nigga did not read 3,000 books.
No. Okay. See what I heard? What I heard was that y'all are underachieving out here. Okay.
Okay.
Y'all out here too busy trying to count and figure out how many books Katt done read. Okay. How many books y'all kids is reading out here?
0.
Because you ain't got none. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
But mine ain't come nowhere near the 3,000. Okay. They be celebrating if the kids do 100 for the school year. Now, granted, I think that my man's did say that he was not in a traditional school between those ages, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm not trying to say whether it was fact or fiction, but he did make me sit down with myself and say, damn, he made me feel like I was doing a little underachieving with my
I just think nowadays it's a little bit different. Because back in the day, though, the only way to obtain knowledge was to specifically read.
Mm-hmm.
There was no such thing as the internet.
Listen. I know what you're trying to do here. Okay, you're trying to save the kids.
Oh no, I'm not.
Them kids is reading. Okay,
I'm not saying that it's not cannot read.
They're gonna read more and more.
All I'm saying is you can read a whole bunch of shit and be a useless ass nigga. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They're not gonna read shit then.
Reading don't mean a goddamn thing. It's what do you read?
Yeah, good stuff.
What do you read?
I'll find
you can read good shit and not read 3,000 books and still get way more knowledge.
Yeah, we're not doing 3,000. Listen.
I'm just trying to say that's a lie. Come on, there's not even 3,000 days in a year. How do you read 3,000 books in 365 days?
It's at least 8 to 9 books per day. That's number one.
How?
You didn't even go to school. Okay, that's number 2.
How long does it take to read a book?
I don't know.
How long was the book?
Here was the other part.
Was it 200 pages?
No, I don't. But here was the other part.
Does he read quickly?
They were all nonfiction. They were all nonfiction.
He did say that.
Did he skim them?
Yeah.
Did he go back to the skim?
Like the Bible? Was it just 1 through 7?
I don't know.
11 through 15? Like that? There's no way you read 8, 9 books a day. That's just not possible.
I know that we're going to read at least 2 to 3 now.
A day?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we are.
All right, we are. You're going to go to school.
She don't even go to sports. She don't even do
You go to school for 8 hours.
Yeah.
And you will come home and read 3 books and then go to bed.
No, she got to read a book before school. That's number 1.
All right, read a book before school. One entire book. Zero to what?
These books are small. They're not known to Katt Williams non-fiction book. She's 8. They probably about 10 pages. This is how we're going to start our morning off.
You going to say you give her a bunch of 10-page books?
We already got it.
That's ain't even a book. That's a pamphlet.
Shit, no, this is going to be a book in my... No, this is going to make me feel good, okay?
So fuck the kids like that.
Katt is going to outdo me and crush me the way that he just crushed my parents. And I felt crushed. I said, damn, we underachieving.
No, because instead of your kids reading 3,000 books a day, they went to school for 8 hours a day.
Yeah, no, I don't like it.
That nigga didn't sit his ass in little school.
Yeah, he
said it himself.
And then also we bring it in the tutor because we just got to step that shit up. I don't like it. And they read in multiple languages too. He also added that part there. What? The kids?
But you know what? He read it. Apparently, he understood multiple languages, right?
Yeah, no, they do too.
And so but Katt understood multiple languages, right?
Yeah.
I never heard him speak nothing but English.
That's fine. You ain't never heard my kids speak nothing but English either. That's fine. They're gonna read in multiple languages. That's
okay. That's useful stuff.
Yeah. No, they got this. They talk.
I can read in multiple languages, but I can't speak only English.
No, they can speak to each other. My kids speak to each other.
What languages do they speak? Spanish, Ebola, French. French?
Yeah.
Who the fuck gives a fuck if a nigga can speak French?
They care.
Niggas in France don't even speak French. I've been there. They speak English.
You speak English everywhere around the world.
Exactly. So why do you need French?
Around the world.
If I go to McDonald's tomorrow, guess what? I gotta speak 1 or 2 languages.
Listen.
English or Spanish. I'm not.
Listen.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? C'est soir. You're not going to say what the fuck I just said.
Reading more books, Mackenzie. I'm telling you right
now.
now.
You can't read more books.
morning breakfast book. Okay, that's a morning breakfast book. Okay. I started that back when
Cat in the Hat.
No,
Green Eggs and Ham.
It'd be Le Chat en Le Chapeau, something like
that. Okay. In the chapel.
So like that's a Cat in the Hat. But when Zico was much younger, about the same age range, right? We used to have to read in the mornings because the school day was super long, and then he had soccer practice, and then he had, we just had a busy day. So we didn't get everything done in the evenings. Oh. So yeah, he had to read in the mornings. And he'd say he was saved by the bus.
I knew he wasn't. Oh God!
Because imagine waking up first thing in the morning, you sitting there like, I'm not even trying to go to school today. And somebody have a book in front of you while you eating cereal.
That's it. Hot. It's the best stories ever.
See, wow. See, also look, it's all love when I say this. My mother would have been. We fought a lot growing up, and I ain't do none of that. We fought a lot, and I ain't do none of that. So I can only imagine. For this shit. I can only imagine we did this shit.
Yeah. God, I'll tell you how the year goes, because the year just started, right? So I'm gonna tell you how the year goes with that.
Yeah, please. I got to know.
I want to know how many books kids are by the end of the year. We're gonna keep tabs.
Yeah, yes,
we're gonna keep tabs on them, and in December we're gonna talk about it again.
Yeah, because
like Cat. Now we had the kids read 2-3 books a day. Now the niggas even get 1,000. So how the hell did you? No, I want to know. That's what I'm curious about.
Yeah, that was like.
That was just a little. It was something just a little bit.
It was a lot of books, and
a lot of Cat.
I don't even know where you would have found all them books at. Like,
how you want to be? Don't you run out of books every year?
That's a lot of goddamn books. That's a lot of books.
You didn't live in a library. You said you was at home. So did you just have a library in your house?
It was maybe the missionaries had libraries. I don't know.
Well, you know what? When he probably was reading books, he probably picking the motherfuckers up like this. Just, here's a book. This book says, wow, this microphone. All right, that's one book read. This book says microphone. All right, that's book number 2. Is this USB cord? That's book number 3. Look, I'm just trolling. But like on some real shit, like Cat didn't read 3,000 books. Let's call it space. But you are correct. You should want to expand your children's education outside of the classroom. I think that if there's nothing else we can agree on, expand your kids' education outside of the classroom.
Absolutely.
Have your kids read a book. Have your kids, like, I got you. I knew what she was trying to say. I had to fight it because, I'm not going to disrespect kids.
Wait, what?
I was going to disrespect kids like that. They can sit there talking about something, y'all going to read books. No.
They ain't doing
that. But, like, do something outside of class. Find something that your kid is actually interested in. And provide materials to allow your kids to grow their brain outside of the 9 to 5. Yeah. Because I guarantee you, 9 times out of 10, the reason why kids don't ever feel inspired or never want to go to college after them finishing school is because they have no clue what the fuck you want to college for.
Oh man, if you could say that shit again.
You have no clue what the fuck you want to go to college for. You have no other. All you know is what you were taught every single day. You're like, none of this shit is interesting.
Yeah, and there was no projects going on in
there
school.
There was nothing that made you really kind of extend yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
You weren't a part of the actual school, like, grooming. You were just there.
Yes.
You were just there.
Yes.
You were never a part of it. So, yeah, we do need to kind of jump in with our children's education and put some hands in and maybe open up their eyes to all types of things.
There's so many things nowadays that can make money. There's so many things that, like, don't even require you to use your hands that would actually not only pay you well, but take care of you.
Mm-hmm.
Electricians is a huge job.
Plumbers,
huge job. Mm-hmm. Everybody needs. How many times the toilet's gone up? Period. Mm-hmm. How many times have you seen a broken toilet sign? And been like, damn, well, now they go fix the toilet. Because they need to fix it.
Yep.
And everybody says, like, that's a demeaning job. It's a smelly job that makes a lot of good money.
A lot of good money.
I mean, everybody can't do, like, the clean hand,
No, but by the same token,
home job. Like,
some people just aren't good with their brains. Some people are better with their hands.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing for me is that when I graduated college, by the time I graduated college, like, half the people I started with weren't even there. Half the people I started school with weren't even there. Okay. Because they either failed out or transferred or something. Okay. But a lot of the issues with the people who left were saying that I didn't even know what the hell I wanted to do. Mm-hmm. And then I went to community college for 2 years. Because I went to a 4-year, had no clue what I wanted to do, and I'm wasting money.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if somebody had told you, like, hey, like, are you interested in using your hands? Like, like, here's how setting up a internet system looks like. Here's what plumbing looks like. Here's how you would do pipes, whatever. Learning something else that's outside of the 9 to 5, or I guess 7 to 2 class day. Yeah. That might just,
or like applying what you've actually learned
is something interesting
of the regular,
every day. Like math was cool, and so I was like, math was like whatever. Then I learned algebra, and then learning algebra was cool. I still don't really like math. Then we learned statistics, and when I learned statistics, it was like everything kind of fell into place because it was like, oh, learning the probability of why things occur was interesting to me. So that was like the thing that kind of like, oh, this all kind of pushed me into, I really kind of enjoy math. Because realistically, like, you look at statistics, you look at blah, blah, whatever. But it took me to take stats for me to really enjoy math as a subject. You don't like reading, and then you do history. You have a history class. You don't give a fuck about English, history, none of that shit. I'm not doing none of it. I don't like it. None of it's fun, none of it's interesting. I don't want to do it. But those things aren't necessarily like what you would go to school for. You might go to school for history. You might go to school to write. Or you might go to school because you want to do IT. You might go to school because you want to dance. You might want to go to school because you're really good at playing a sport. You're really good at playing instruments. Whatever the case may be. There's a lot of good things that kids can do nowadays outside of the 9 to 5, the school day, that would allow them to expand their actual skill sets so that they can go out to this world and be well-rounded individuals. We don't expand the skill set of kids. We make them go through the school day and say, as long as you do well in school, you're fine. And then you turn 18 and you go outside, and now niggas are like, we expect you to be a well-rounded individual.
You're not experienced much.
You haven't done anything. You haven't tried anything. But now you're 18 years old and somebody's telling you you're an adult, yet you still need to go make a big decision, and yet you don't know anything.
Yeah, and the biggest thing people fail to realize is schools were set up by John D. Rockefeller. And if you go back, I want people to go back and look at how modern schools developed. They wanted to train workers. They didn't want to train you to think. They didn't want thinkers. We don't want thinkers. We want workers. So this back in 1900s. So basically, we're still doing now in 2024 with a lot of people what they started back in 1902. And in fact, I'll bring it next time so you can see some stuff on it. That's why it hasn't changed. Because you look around and say, wait a minute, everything is changing around, but the school's still the same. You're still doing the same shit. And these kids are coming out of school less prepared.
Imagine teaching kids how to do taxes at 16. Because a lot of people can work under age 15, 16 years old.
Yep,
you can go get a job and make money and have to pay taxes.
Mm-hmm.
You learn how to pay taxes, and somebody teaches you hey, how to balance a checkbook.
How to write a check.
How to write a check. How to physically sit down and write each line on a check. Yep. These are functional adult things that everybody would need to know in some way, shape, or form someday.
But if your asses had read more books about finance, you learn all these things.
But then again,
I'm just saying.
You're right.
But how would you might think to read a finance book?
I mean, you would assume there's some on your parents' bookshelf.
You have finance books on your bookshelf?
I do.
Well, see, you. Okay.
I'm guilty.
Well, you're different. You're different.
But that's the important thing. That's the important thing, though. It's
I do have a couple bookshelves, and
I make sure, and I have a lot of my old texts.
I'm in business,
exactly.
So
you keep texts, especially in business. Keep a lot of texts and stuff like that to kind of remind yourself of
and then you gotta
why
go.
You do.
Yeah, so you gotta
Yeah, and I get that. I keep a lot of my stuff over the years, and so my kids would benefit from something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that I always kept in mind. Keep your text, because even if they're 20 years old, business is business.
And that's the same information. They just copy it and do a new edition, a different author, snatch a chapter, add a chapter.
Exactly. It's the same. It's the same book.
Exactly.
It's the same information.
I can send my kids 20 years from now to the same classes that I took with the same books.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The way you balance your accounting sides is still going to be the same.
It is never changed. Yeah. And the problem is, as a society, we're not doing what's best for the kids. Because all these kids are coming out. You know how many kids come out and can't read at all? At all.
Well, you see the situations in Baltimore.
Yes.
Just to name one major city.
Yes.
Right? Like, that is catastrophic.
And what happens? These kids can't read. No, it goes further than that. Because what you're doing is you're looking at the school to prison pipeline. Because if you get out of school, you can't read, you can't get a job. You can't get a job, and you have to survive. You have no skills. What are you going to do? Sell drugs?
That's the end product.
The effect.
Your end product of what you've created in your little factory was a kid who couldn't read. And it's everybody in the community problem.
And then because the other thing I found out recently, that prison is a multi-trillion-dollar business.
Oh, when did you find that out?
Was it a couple weeks ago, it was like
the KFC and the fast food situation down south.
No, it was.
I didn't know that was happening. Just so we're clear, I didn't know they was making our biscuits.
Listen,
they
Bill Gates, one of the world's wealthiest men, owned a large percentage of a private prison industry, but two of them, in fact. Now, ask yourself the question: why would one of the wealthiest men in the world invest a lot of his money in private prisons?
We'll assume it makes a nice amount of money.
And think about it. You want a business that's growing. People want to put their money in something that their money going to constantly turn around. And if you look around just how schools and what's going on with people in general, people are committing crime because that's how they're trying to survive.
How do even make money?
Because they outsource it from the government. Like the government will outsource it, like we need facilities because we got enough people. We got too many people put in here and we need to put them somewhere else. So then they ship them to these private prisons down south, mind you. And the thing is, you got to keep them full. Because the thing is, I have to keep them full in order to keep this moving and operating. So how do you?
So this is different from a state prison.
They can ship them down there, and then you can. That's another thing on a side thing we got to discuss. But it's big money in prison.
I know nothing about this.
Bill Gates.
Nothing but like the most superficial bits of this.
Oh, wait till you look it up. Bill Gates, and he owns the two largest private prisons. He is a large stockholder in those prisons. And when the man has that kind of money, and he don't put money in bullshit. He ain't put money in like new housing development or nothing like that. He said, I'm putting it in prisons because that means you're going to have to keep people in there.
Because we're concerned now about the risk.
Oh, yes.
Like, is there like zero risk here? Because it doesn't sound risque at all.
It's a money grab.
Assume that if you're tossing, a significant amount of money there, then, it's going to give you a significant return on the investment with a minimal risk.
Think about it. You have a lot of huge companies that use prison labor because, again, you only get paid cents on the dollar. So, and you're going to be, if you're in there for 20 years, what else am I going to do for 20 years? So I might as well go ahead and get some money out of this. I can put something to my commissary. So I'm going to go ahead and make these books or do what I need to do. That's why in federal government, they put a clause in there. You cannot use prison or convict labor to do their work. It's explicitly in government contracting work. Because if that's the case, then I can go to Jessup or any other place. Hey, let me hire like 10 of these dudes to do this work, pay them $2 an hour. I'm billing the government maybe $400 an hour. Pure profit for me. And I can just give you $2 to the state or to the prison. They'll take care of you. You don't want that. That's why, and that cuts out everybody else like us who want to get a job. Because why pay me $50,000? I can pay a prisoner who's in jail for 20 years $2 an hour. Yeah. So all this is part of the overall system that nobody really understands. So when you say, we always say kids fail, why are they failing? How are kids graduating and not learning how to read or know how to do taxes or know how to
fill
do
out
anything?
A job application or a college application.
So what have they been doing? And we spend a whole lot of money, shitload of money in education. Every year they ask for a whole lot of money in education, and these kids are no smarter than they were 30 years ago.
I thought every child was attached to $1 amount per year.
Yeah, it's supposed to be, but okay.
Come on.
It still ain't helping them. So, so you get a cat who's in Ohio, and I can imagine how their school systems are. I mean, our school system here in Maryland pretty damn good compared to
other places.
Yes. So he didn't go to school. He left when he was like, 13, 14? He dropped out of school.
13, I think he said.
So, I mean, you had to survive. And he even said when he's on the streets, he's like, that's why he never used drugs. Because we talk about all those people that stop using drugs. He said, that's why I never use drugs. He said, I use marijuana, but I never use anything else. He said, the people I've been on the streets, everybody, they start off top of the world and use drugs, they're on the streets.
That's the thing about people who are on drugs. They honest a lot. Like, you'll find a lot of honest heads. Like,
yes.
No, honestly, I ruined my life.
Ideally, that's what you should be by the time you fall off.
Yeah, if I'm all the way down at the
Be honest.
the hell I need to be lying for?
Who you trying to impress? Let's go spin the thing. You're the cardboard box. Who you impressing? Be honest.
That's so true.
You lived in a mansion, now you in a box. There is a reason why you're here. Why are you here?
Yes.
Help the next man not make the same mistakes you made.
Don't.
That's the end of the day. That's one of the things we've been talking about.
Yep.
Help the next man not make the same mistake you made.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That is it. So, when he said, I was like, yeah, it makes all the sense in the world because I've never met a successful person who was on drugs all their life say, you know what? I started as a kid with dreams and hopes, and now I got on that crack. Whew, I'm the best crackhead in the world.
There's never been a story like that. That's not the nature of drugs.
Shit, Tony Montana ain't make it out like that.
Nope.
That was a movie character.
Yeah.
If Tony ain't make it out, and they had a choice, he was like, man, we're not gonna write this nigga make it out.
Nope.
How do you think you gonna do?
You're not going to, and it's a setup for everybody. Drugs is a true setup for everyone's failure, because that say no to drugs is bullshit. Because you can get drugs anywhere, but you have to give people some purpose. And I think with Katt, he had to find his purpose. Because he said, I didn't want to be. I didn't realize he was a Jehovah's Witness. Mm-hmm. He was like, I didn't want to do that.
I don't think I knew that either. But why you point directly at me and say it though?
Well, I know you probably know a little something about, that type of religious affiliation. So that's why I kind of threw it out there. I know that was him. But he was, it's kind of like he had to be honest, by listening to him, he had to find his purpose.
I mean, you think about it, anyone who's that age, no, just in general, 13, you working on looking for yourself, right? Mm-hmm. Figuring out who am I. You kind of coming into age. That's a puberty time, right? You don't really know who you are. Just so by nature, absolutely, you're gonna try to figure yourself out. But then you're gonna add on the time in Haiti, right?
Yeah,
you spent time in a third world country.
Yeah,
right? Like your perspective is a very broad view.
Yes.
So you've seen people from a lot of different lights. We're gonna assume that American poor not the same as Haiti poor.
Oh no,
right?
No. We complain a lot about the poor, y'all, until you see the poor in these other countries,
I don't think it looks the same.
Oh no.
So I just think about that. Like that's one heck of a perspective to be, and then be like, oh nah, to feel like you felt moved to leave, right? He was like, no, I was 13 and I felt like that's what you were supposed to do at that age.
Yeah.
What? No, I didn't feel like you were supposed to do nothing at 13. But wake up and go
to school. Exactly.
Like, what books you read? That's them damn books and got his ass. He done read all the books and now came up with this theory. I mean, it turned him into something amazing. Don't get me wrong. But that was one heck of a theory that he did. I think he said, was that his reckoning from Jesus' walk through life? I think that's
he was talking about Jesus poor, Jesus.
How he moved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he said his aspiration was to be God's best friend.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was the term that he used. Okay. And because of that was a lot of kind of dictated why he quote unquote did things and didn't do things and whatever.
So that move at that age, he definitely had to figure himself out.
And he did. And the amazing thing he talked about, which is was beautiful to me. He helped people. He took, he gave people money. And he didn't just say, when you see such, tell him I gave you money. Mm-hmm. He just gave money. Mm-hmm. And he didn't say nothing about it. But people come, he helped me with this. He gave me $15,000. Somebody was on it. I forgot, I don't know what Boots said. Somebody said, he gave me this amount of money for this. But he never told about it.
Bootsy been saying that for the longest now. Like, and not to say he been bragging on him or just shouting him out, but he just mentions it.
Yes.
So even before, this interview came out, it was like, oh, no, Apparently, he a humble guy.
Yes.
A lot of people have come out since and said it. Right, but I'm saying that's apparently something he's been doing for a while.
Forever.
And everyone who's talking about it now are the people who are like, oh, we were blessed, but like, we kept it close to the vest because he kept it close to the vest.
Yeah.
And it's kind of one of those quid pro quo, like, you ain't say shit, I ain't gonna say shit.
Yeah.
But I think, to me, the biggest thing of that conversation was not that he was so giving, but that he did it without thinking. And I think even one step further to say, he did it without the need for adulation.
There you go.
And a lot of times people, when they do good things, they want to tell you the good things they've done. Mm-hmm. That's one thing if you have something where like you have to go sit there at some event and show your face and say, hey, you know, I'm the guy doing this because this is what they want you to do. But sometimes people just, you know, hey guys, I gave to SPCA, the local SPCA, here's the screenshot of me giving 100, 200, 3,000, whatever the amount that you gave, you know, just want to share it so I can show it to all my friends and inspire them. Bullshit, you just want us to put you on the fucking back and give you a like and a heart on your fucking Facebook page, you useless bitch. Like, we know what the fuck it is. You didn't try to find no goddamn body.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was going to come.
That's why you was there for the shares.
That's all you wanted. You wanted the high fives and the pats on the back. It ain't nothing wrong with that. Everybody wants their flowers every once in a while. But you want your flowers, do it for something that you actually did. Not just because you did a charitable act. Charity inherently shouldn't be giving you anything other than a good feeling in your spirit. Not necessarily you need everybody to co-sign your shit. Mm-hmm. Everybody needs to co-sign your charitable gift by following up behind you and patting you on your back. Was it really charity, or did you just want to have a reason for people to cheer for you?
See, and that's my problem, because I'm going to say this. In my entire life, people helped me. I never asked for help. Never wanted to ask anybody for help. People helped me. And all I kept saying was like, when I get to a position, I'm help someone else. Mm-hmm. So over my life, I've helped a lot of people. Mm-hmm. And I never came and said, listen, I'm put on IG, I'm put it here. Mm-hmm. Doesn't matter. All I tell them to do is like, when you get to a position where you can help other people, just help them. That's it. You'll know if they're the type you want to help. If they're the type you just want to beg and no. If it's somebody out there really busting their ass and going through a tough time, help them. And then you'll get those blessings down the road. And to this day, I still get people calling me and say, hey, you know what? I helped somebody out and I just thought about what you did for me 15 years ago or whatever. I said, great. That's all you need to do. If you do that, then they'll do something for someone. So there's no need to be out here patting yourself on the back because you help somebody. Just help the fucking person. Don't go out there and have a big ass card and everybody just blow their horn and wave at me because I oh hell, mighty am because he helped people. No, just do that shit because that's what you should do, help people.
Right. The people who don't need nothing like the show, I always say that they're the people who are full. Right? Like, you can't even pour back into those people even if you wanted to.
Absolutely.
They're already full. That's why they were. And now what's like flowing all out of them.
Yes.
Onto you now.
Yes.
So you can't pour into them even if you wanted to. Somebody tried to pay you back. You're like, I'm full. I can't take it even if I wanted to.
It's funny you mention it because when I think about it, I always think of like the I don't know if you've seen it, but like an art style with like glasses where there's like one cup on top and then there's like maybe like 2 cups below that and then 3 cups, 4 cups. It's like a pyramid of cups. And you just pour the liquid in the top cup. Mm-hmm. And you keep pouring the liquid in the top cup overflows, it drops into the next level. Those cups overflow, they drop to the next level. Like that's really what I think life.
But the cup has to fill.
And yeah, the top cup always is overfilled.
Always has
it's constantly something filling it.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, I can't hold this shit, so I let it go to the rest of the people.
What's flowing over.
Yeah.
That's the point of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, I will always be full before, you know what I'm saying, before I give away. And so now that I'm in a position to give away, I don't need you to pour into me. What pouring into me is going to keep on pouring.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. And integrity.
That. And we started this entire, podcast to talk about Katt Williams. And again, like we said, the story is irrelevant. The story is relevant if you're in the gossip, but we're like when using it in real life situations. So it's like telling people, learn the lessons. Look at the gossip, you know.
We love entertainment. Come on, Katt funny. He had some funny punchlines. It was a great interview. Shannon Sharp did good, kind of controlling the interview and keeping the questions going. It was good for entertaining sake, but overall, the moral of the story, there was one there.
Yes.
Right? And that's what we're basically saying. Don't skip over all those gems that were dropped just for that entertainment sake. That was also present in that interview.
Oh, absolutely. And so guys, like I said, apply this to your life. Take it, look at your lives. Everybody who's watching this podcast got some bullshit going on in their life. Everybody's nobody's, I have a perfect life. Everything's going wonderful. It's fucking not.
No, you don't.
You don't. You fucking don't. All we're trying to do is give you suggestions on how to make your life better. So, take it, use it, pass it on wherever you need to do.
Absolutely. Don't forget to pass it on.
Yes. Just pass it on. So, guys, with that, I want to end this episode. I want to mic with the M
and T.
Listen, y'all, again, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. And next week, we're going to have some discussions on some big things going on next year. So until then, peace and blessings. See you later.